Hey, I'm JD. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe. Please hit like. And what we're going to do today is a little bit of close-up coin magic. So let's get on with it. So that dude on the left is me, and he is Mr. Tricky Fingers. And I had the opportunity to give a short instructional class on close-up magic at the 2024 Browsers Den of Magic Browsers Bash in Toronto. It was an exceptional venue, and thanks to Jeff, old Jeff and young Jeff, for allowing me to do this. A lot of fun, a lot of great people, and hopefully I contributed to this particular event. Now, during my instructional class, I did a vanish with a coin called the Wither Vanish. I tried to explain it as clearly as I could. There wasn't a lot of time, but I did show the vanish from all sides. And today I'm going to explain it in a little bit more detail. So you can do this vanish with any type of coin, but I find that the half dollars, the American Walking Liberty half dollars, are the best. Although a coin of similar size would work. This is a little bit smaller, but still works. This is a coin, I'm not sure what nationality, this Mexico. So this is a Mexican coin. It's got a nice edge on it. So you want the coin to have a bit of an edge on it. So this gives you a little bit of grip as you're doing the vanish. So you want this to be have an edge on it. So that's why the Walking Liberties are so good. If you get yourself a newer Walking Liberty like this one here, it's got a little bit more of these coin edges, as they're called. Now, just to give you a bit of coin education here, the parts of a coin, as you can see in this graphic on the right hand side, we've got the obverse and the reverse, which is interesting. There's the legend of the coin, as it says here, Liberty. There's the field area. There is the device, which is a depiction of an object or figure. And if you flip that around, you've got a motto and a phrase on the top. Denomination of the coin, 1 cent. In this case, the Walking Liberties are 50-cent pieces. You've got the designer's initials here on the coin. You've got the rim, and then you've got the edge. So it is in fact called the edge of the coin that you're looking at here in my center video. And it is a reeded edge, R-E-E-D-E-D edge. So this is a reeded edge. Isn't that interesting? Sometimes you do get a lettered edge on a coin. These ones are reeded edges. I don't know if these coins are any different. I think that this coin here may have something. Yeah, there we go. We got a little bit of writing on the edge of this one here. So this would be a lettered edge. So it seems to be a bit reeded and lettered, this one. See, this one is 50 cents. It's a peso, maybe, a Mexican coin, not sure. Let's see where this came from. I don't know where this came from. This looks Chinese, maybe. Not sure. Anyway, it is lettered. So these are the coins. So it's called the edge of the coin, and it's a reeded edge. So for coin magic in general, and for the Wither Vanish, it's good to have a reeded edge on the coin to give you additional grip. Now, during the Browsers Bash in Toronto on the weekend, I didn't need to moisten my hands because I was so nervous that my hands were already moist. I found it was kind of funny because normally they're pretty dry, but because of the stress of having to perform or instruct, my hands were kind of moist anyway, so I didn't need to do anything. But in case you need to moisten your hands, which you might need to do for card magic and or coin magic, this stuff here up in Canada, you go to Staples, which is a business supply company, and you can buy some of this fingertip moisturizer, and all you need to do is the guilty hands, or the hands, in this case, this is going to be my right hand doing the work, and I want to make sure that my thumb and finger have got a little bit of moisture on them. So I put that on and I just rub it around just a bit, right? So it's great for card magic, by the way. And if you're trying to get away with doing a bottom deal, you need to have some of this stuff on your fingers before you start. I've seen magicians actually apply it to their hand here and then touch their hand here while they're performing, so they can, it's not obvious that they're doing anything and putting moisturizer on here. But if you're doing a bottom deal and you want to do that, you want to put some moisturizer on there. So that's a good idea. So here I've picked a very nice reeded edge coin, and just to show you how magical this is, I've separated my head from my body. It's amazing. So you can see the below my head, the reeded coin. It is a Walking Liberty. It is a 50 cent. It is silver, and it's got a nice tactile feel to it. So I'm going to just bring my hands up here and see if I can just knock off a wither vanish here. So here we go. I'm looking at a side camera for the wither vanish, and I'm just going to pop that up really fast, and you'll see how this works. It just all depends on the angles, and if it's wrong, I'll show you why it's wrong. So we just do this, and then back again. I'm going to have a look at that to see if it's any good. All right, let's break this vanish down. So first of all, the reason it looks like a vanish is because you're holding the coin between your thumb and your finger. And I'm going to number my fingers here. So this is finger 1, your index finger, 2, 3, and 4. Those are the numbers of the fingers here. So you're holding the coin between your thumb and finger 2, which is your second finger. And when you do the move, it looks like the coin just disappeared. So it's got to look that way, which means you have to maintain the gap between this finger and the thumb during the vanish. So that's essential to do. Now, the second part of this is that when you're holding the coin between your thumb and your finger, you've got two fingers in the front, and they're jogged upward like this, as much as you can jog them up. So the intent there is to hide this finger here, which is your index finger, finger 1. So fingers 3 and 4 are up hiding finger 1. And the reason, you'll see the reason for that in a second. But when you do the move, you either make your hand go up or you make your hand go sideways. So let's just do that move again. And just before I do the move, one more thing is that when you're holding the coin between your thumb and your second finger here, it looks like your first finger. That's the idea, is that they can't count fingers. Your audience typically can't count fingers. I'm not sure why, but they can't. So it looks like your first finger. It doesn't look like your second finger. So you're doing the move, and it's held between your second finger and your thumb. These fingers are jogged up to hide this finger, and it's all about the angles. So let's look at the angles. All right, the angles are so important. So here I've got the coin like this, and I'm going to look at my screen for a second so I can see the angles myself. So that's good. That looks, you can't see this finger back here, can you? So that's really good right there. So that's a good angle. Now if I tilt this forward like that, you can see my index finger on the top. So that's not good. And if I tilt it back like this, you can see my index finger back here. Even if I've got these jogged up, the finger's back here. It just does not look good. So it has to be up high enough that it's hidden by the two fingers, and when you jog it up like that, no one really sees what you're doing. So angles are important. If you actually have your hand like this a bit, like that, you can also see that finger in the back. And if you have it like this, you can see the finger in the back. So the angles are critical when you have this. So you face your audience like that. I've always found that if I have the coin, if I'm trying to hide a bit, I have the fingers dip a bit downward like this, it's no good. If I dip it just a bit upward, it's a bit better, because I usually have my finger jogged up pretty high here. So the angle like this usually works well for me. So I've got my hand tilted like this just a bit, but you can try it in a mirror and record yourself and use a mirror so you can get that angle right. So let's just do one of them, and I'll show you good ones and maybe some bad ones, but we'll do a few. All right, let's do a few of these and see if I can screw this up. So I'll show you the move where I go up and it disappears, and I'll try to keep my thumb and finger out of the way, so or properly spaced here as I do this. So I go like this, and you can see my finger right under there. So that's no good, right? And my gap here is a bit too much. So let's try that again. It's not too bad. I should tilt my hand a bit because it seems to be showing my finger on the end. So I got the hand up like that. That was excellent. That's really good. Hopefully it looks that way. And that's a good one as well. So that's the one where you jog your hand up to do it. And it's done pretty quickly. And I'll show you from behind after. So that's that one. So let's do the side one. All right, from the side, here what I'm going to do is jog my hand sideways and then come back. So I'm just trying to move myself away like this. So I'm going to go like this and do that. Now that's a lot easier to do actually, because you're not concentrating on doing this, and the coin is like that. So you're jogging your hand sideways like this, and then you're coming back like that. So that's really nice. So I keep looking that way because I'm looking at my at my display a bit so I can see exactly what that looks like. So now I've got that nailed. So now I want to present. So how do I present the coin? There's a few ways to present the coin, so let's get on with that. So to present the coin, I typically just do this, and then I go like this, up, like that, and then just show the coin. That's typically how I do it, right? So I'll go sideways like this, and then I'll go up like this to present the coin. And it usually baffles the heck out of people when you're doing it like that, right? Now I've seen a lot of magicians that do it this way. They'll go sideways like this, and then they'll go forward like this, and they'll grab the coin and do this and make it appear. It's nice, but I like the other way better. I also see musicians who actually grab the coin like this, do the wither vanish like that, and you've got the thing you see jogged up there, but do the wither vanish and then reappear it like this. I just think it's much stronger if you're doing that like that and then presenting it like this. It's a nice fast move, and it usually wows people, and it's a great setup move for actually your next coin magic tricks. Now I'm going to have to show you this from the back, which is going to be a little difficult. You'll probably see the back of my head, but I'm going to try to do this, look at my screen, and also show how this works from the back. So for me, this is a weird angle, and it's kind of egotistical to show yourself in all these pictures. So there you go. Hope you're not getting dizzy looking at that. So here I'm holding the coin up like this, and we're going to just pop it up into the finger. It's just that easy. And as I showed you before, your fingers are jogged up, and I just go like this, and I'll do it slowly. I pop it up into my finger. I grab it with this finger here. It's hard to do slowly, and then it ends up like that. This is how it ends up, with your fingers jogged up and out of the way. And your other fingers, as I've said, retain their position. So let me go sideways. Just that easy. So you take the coin like this, go sideways, and it's jogged up. You can slow that down yourself. I'll try to slow it down right now, but this is what it looks like. And you just simply place it in the finger, and then get your thumb back into position like this, and maintain the gap here. So, and then quickly, you get used to doing this quite quickly. And that is how it's done. All right, now the last thing you got to do is make sure you're introducing it properly. So if you're going to do coin magic, you don't need to tell people you're going to do coin effects. You just need to show them the coin. I did an effect at the Browser's Bash where my hands were empty and the coin ended up somewhere else, and I think people really liked that. I got a lot of oohs and ahs. And I'm not prepared to show that one today, but it was the surprise that people like. And in this case, the wither vanish is so fast, it gives you a really nice surprise and a good start to a magic act. So in this case here, I tell people, look, I've got myself a Walking Liberty silver coin. It's a pretty cool looking coin, isn't it? And I do that right away, and then they go, and then the coin's gone. You see that look on their face, and then I'll do this and bring it back. And it's as if I'm pulling it from the air, right? Because I'm doing it, I'll do it slowly again. And it's as though I'm going up and I'm pulling it from the air like this, and then there we go. So it appears from the air. So it's very magical. And if I go sideways like that, make it disappear, and then make it come back from the air, and a little bit of artistry here in the movement. So bam, and I've just jammed it into my finger. So it's in, as I said before, it's jammed in there, and very slowly doing this, right? I'll just see if I can show you from the side view. Like that. That's really slow. Fingers are jogged up. This finger is jogged out of the way, so you don't think, so they think the second finger is the first finger. You're going up and you're doing this again. Or you're going sideways. You'll see if this stays in focus as I do this. Like that. And it's just that easy. Now the important part again is maintaining that gap here as if there's something there, and then producing the coin. So that's it. That's the Wither Vanish. Give me your comments. I hope you really enjoyed this. I can't think of anything else to describe how to do this try to get yourself some hand moisturizer. That might help. I do need to shave today. I'm rough from the weekend. And I'm planning on doing more magic videos. Let me know if you like that. Let me know if you want more magic videos on how to do coin effects, coin magic. I don't mind showing you this. This is a pretty cool effect. And I got some folks, Carlos, a gentleman that I met there, asked me if I could do a video on this. I did a quick one. I'll likely take that one down. It's a short on the Wither Vanish, but this one's way more comprehensive. Just keep practicing. You'll get the move down quite quickly. And thanks for subscribing to my channel, and thanks for liking. I don't know who the hell this guy is over here. But guess what? Couldn't find the damn hat this morning.